Oh, man. F1 2013. It's in my library. Do this. Never played an F1 game before. So let's race. Oh, no. No, I have played F1 games before, but they were like really old and crusty. Codemasters. Wow. Codemasters still exists?
Formula One, the greatest competition. Cars designed and engineered by the brightest minds. Driven to the edge and beyond the world's chosen few. Teams rise and fall. Drivers come and go. But echoes of the past always remain. Competing in arenas that have stood the test of time.
Geez, making it sound so epic.
Where victories are rescued from the jaws of defeat. This is where history is made. This is Formula One.
You're going to be seeing a lot of that. Okay, well now I understand why the game was 7.5 gigs. The game has, like, really good graphics. And, also a long intro video. That's not crusty, so, you know, it's not really compressed.
Welcome to Formula One 2013.
Hello. I'm, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm glad to be here yet. We'll find that out soon. No save games were found, no shit. Well, if an autosave file is required, then just do it, damn it. And my surname? It is Sir. To be the very best, like no one ever was. I have a feeling that because this is going to be like an attempt at a serious race simulation, that I'm just gonna completely suck. I'm gonna choose this difficulty for now. Hopefully I'll be able to upgrade it later. What? Oh, I have to choose the company? And I can't pick a different one later. Are there different stats? Or are all F1 cars the same, essentially? It doesn't even explain what this is. Is this the company of the car you're picking? I don't know what this toggle info run by Infinity Red Bull Racing in an attempt to identify potential future racing stars. Impress Infinity Red Bull Racing at the Young Driver Test, and they will follow your Formula One career with a view to potentially signing you to Infinity Red Bull Racing one day. Ferrari has been running Driver Academy since 2009. It is an initiative from Ferrari to promote young talent inside its own organization. Impressing Ferrari at the Young Driver Test may result in the team looking upon you more favorably during your Formula One career. Vodafone, McLaren, Mercedes have been rewarding young talent with test drives in their Formula One cars for many years. Impress them at the end. Blah 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 blah. Oh, this is just a chance to be. This is just a better chance to be picked by one of them, I think. I don't know. I kind of don't like any of the three options. Just based on things the companies have done. I'll go with wings. By completing the various young drivers tests over 2 days. I hope they don't mean real days, because I'm not going to be playing this that long.
Hello and welcome to the fabulous Yas Marina circuit here in Abu Dhabi, the location for this year's Young Driver Test. Over the next 2 days, we'll go behind the scenes as we watch the teams put the next generation of potential Formula One drivers through a series of tests to uncover the next superstar. Ask any of the team principals whether outright speed is the sole requirement, and they'll tell you that consistency, feedback and attitude are equally important. Still, a few record times wouldn't hurt a driver's chances of securing a seat for next season. And right on cue, the first engine of the day has fired into life right below my commentary box. So I think we'll soon see a car out on track.
Wonder how many lines this guy had to do.
Hey, good to see you again. As your race engineer, it's my job to support you this weekend. When you're out on track, we'll remain in contact via radio. I'll feed you information as and when you need it. As discussed in the team briefing, we're not looking for outright speed to begin with, so just take your time. Follow my instructions and you'll do great. I'll just check the lads are ready. We'll attach comms when you're in the car. Okay, let's get you strapped in.
Press X.
Okay, let's run through the basic controls and ensure the guys have set the car correctly so that you're comfortable. First, let's check that the accelerator and brake pedals are a good fit. Great, let's check the steering lock next. Move the wheel from left to right for me. Next up are the gears. The box is either manual or automatic.
Oh no.
But you can override the auto at any time by using the gear up and down controls. Pull the right paddle to go up a gear and the left paddle to come down. Okay, everything looks good. Let's head out on track and complete some tests.
You may want to move, dude. Am I gonna have to look around? Oh! Well, these are options. Okay. This is the race menu. I gotcha. OSD. What's OSD? Oh. Okay. Okay. I have come to reach a disdain for this type of control menus because it takes longer to map things out in your mind. Like, this is fine for a computer where you have to do like a whole fucking keyboard, but for something on a game console, just put an image of a controller with lines that tell you what each one does. Like, that's way quicker and simpler. Status. Instant replay to see those crashes when you splatter your brains on the asphalt. Do a flip. Rear view. Okay, that works. That all the control? No, that is not all the controls. What's Qqhh? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Rear wing? There's an action for the rear wing on an F1 car? I don't even know what that does. We flying? We flying with our wings? This is going to be the Red Bull car, so better fucking fly with wings when you're advertising Red Bull. Are you fucking kidding me? You really have to do... You can't just jump in and race? They force you to go through a whole fucking training program? You can't just jump in and race with people online? Wow. Wow. Bad game design. Wow. I feel like AVGN should do.
Okay, before we start, I want to let you know that you can change the camera position.
Can you hold right trigger for a few seconds?
Until you find the one you like. If you want to change your camera or assists, you can do it from the pause menu whenever you want. The first test is a simple straight line aero test. Head down the track, accelerating past 160 miles per hour, then brake so that you come to a complete stop in the designated area. The engine is locked to lean, so it's down a little on power at the moment, but it'll give us a consistent reading.
This is fucking crazy that they force you to do this, and it's not optional. It's not a training thing that you select. This is the Superman 64 rings. This is what this is. This is Superman 64. The rings at the beginning. That's what this is. You have to do this. Oh my god. This is Superman 64 Grand Theft Auto Training School, except without the fun parts. Unbelievable. How did the lowest score in this game was a 7.0? When you were forced to do this at the beginning. Like, what? I could have used brakes earlier, but I could not have broke harder. I don't know how much more into the controller the brake can go. Like the left trigger can go. It was fully pressed in. Brake harder my ass. Wait. And they force you to drive in a straight fucking line.
Straight line aero test. Head down the track, accelerating past 160 miles per hour, then brake.
Wait, what was that line meant then?
You failed to complete the test in the allotted time. Let's have another go.
Oh, okay. Wow. They didn't tell me what that... I thought the diagonal line meant this is the time for you to brake.
First test is
This game's giving me agita.
You've outbraked yourself there. Try
Oh my god.
and harder.
I can drive it to the wall. Will that be a harder break?
The first test is a simple...
This is awful. This is awful. This is genuinely awful.
Excellent work. We got some good data, and you're on the brakes at just the right time.
I'm gonna look at Qqhhs. Okay. So first you have to do all of the young driver tests, and then you have to do qualifying races. I don't fucking believe this. A mid-session save? Wait, I have to watch this video to do the next test? You're kidding me! What? Oh my god! This is amazing.
Modern Formula One cars have around 750 brake horsepower being sent to the rear wheels. The delivery can be very violent, so you must be careful to be smooth and precise with all your inputs so that you don't unsettle the car and cause a spin. At speed, the car's aerodynamics generate a lot of downforce, forcing the car to the track. To work efficiently with downforce, you should put a lot of force into the brake pedal initially, slowly reducing the pressure as they turn in for the corner, as you'll have less grip at this stage and be asking the tyres to work harder. When navigating a corner, stay as wide as possible before sweeping in to clip the corner's apex, taking as straight a line as possible. This allows you to get on the accelerator earlier and straighten up the car on the exit of the corner, slowly increasing the pressure on the accelerator as you exit the corner until you're confident the rear wheels will no longer spin, at which point you can use full power.
Oh, okay. So, basically, race. Passed? I passed watching a video! Oh. This game hurts my heart. It's making me laugh so hard. Oh my fucking god. This is bad. This is really bad. Okay. This game had a ton of high-ranking reviews, 7 and higher. The low, there's like 12, 13 reviews I looked at. The lowest one was 7 out of 10. Like the lowest percentage ranking. And numerous 10s. I think that we need a secondary review system. You see, when things are reviewed, like by the big magazines and stuff, like, first of all, they can be bought, they're constantly, notoriously, like, bought and paid off to boost the score. Or, yeah, I'll give you like $3,000 if you just, you know, give it like a, I don't know, maybe a 9.0. You know, that type of shit has gone on since the 80s. I think we need a secondary review system. The review system we have is, oh, it's new, it's shiny, the graphics are amazing, right? Those reviews are a product of their time. When the technology is the height of their capabilities, right? The games are the height of technology at the time. Like, when this came out, this was like the best looking, the best F1 game, right? Pretty much about, like that was everybody's viewpoint. It's the newest one, it's gonna be awesome, blah blah blah. It looks great. It has great control. But then time passes, better games come out, newer games come out, those get reviewed, and then those get the same scores as the older games, which are now lesser graphics, which, you know, yeah, they're lesser graphics, or have less, worse. I don't want to say worse, because some of these, like this one, is probably like the best they could have done for the time. Like, so I don't want to say worse graphics, but lesser graphics, as in less complex. Less complex graphics, controls, how the game plays gets outdated. Then there's this whole, like, fucking training system that you have to be. I bet you some of the future F1 games don't have this dumbass training system that they force you to go through first in order to play the fucking game at all. So, like, this got 7 out of 10, and it has this, like, annoying, like, dumb menu testing thing that you can't skip. Here, let's skip the testing. You can't skip the testing. What if I hit back? That's my only option. I can do the testing, or I cannot play the game. I can do the... okay, no, there is the free run. I can do the testing, and I can free run, or I cannot play the game. I cannot race against other cars right now. I absolutely cannot. The game won't let me. It is not designed that way. That's shitty. That is bad game design. What if you delete your save? What if your save got corrupted? What if you sold your Xbox and then later bought a new Xbox? Every single time you'd have to go through this testing over and over and over. Right? You start a new career, you might have to do the testing again. I don't know how that's set up. That sucks. Like, what if you're already, like, good at the game? What if you have, like, over half the achievements for the game already? Like you kick that much ass. And then you come back and your save's gone, and you have to do the training all over again. That sucks. That really sucks. That is bad game design. What if you just want to jump in and do some races? Like, why can't you do that? Why can't new players just... like, what if you're an F1, like, superstar? Like, what if you, like, played, like, 6 other F1 games and beat the shit out of those games? Then you jump in and you're like, drive in a straight line. You have to do this. Drive in a straight line. Like, that's shitty. That is really shitty. It boggles my mind that this game's lowest rating was a 7 out of all those reviews. Just because of this system alone, this force you to test beforehand is so detrimental to the game. I cannot see myself giving this game higher than a 6.5. Like, they should have had career as its own separate thing. And then have another option be like, just race. Like, why couldn't they do that? This is so poorly thought out. This game, man. Okay, as I was saying about the review system, we should have 2 review systems. The first one is what we have now, how this game was rated. You know, it's brand new, it's shiny, we're anticipating this. First impressions, you know, a game could be like this and get overly good ratings. It's new, it's shiny. It's the newest incarnation. It was better than the previous game. I don't know. A game could also be rated worse. Like, I hate this game. It controls like shit. This is not the game for me. Right? And then time passes. Time passes. And the first type of game, right? Yeah, this game has lesser graphics. You got to deal with this crappy menu. And pretty much everything I said about this game already, right? Like, this game was not as good as the ratings say. And then you go down the other part, right? The game that was rated crappily at first. Like, yeah, this game is actually pretty awesome. Like, there's all these little niche things you can do. The style of the game actually held up over the years. The graphics are really good even now, even with its pixely form. Like, okay. Think like, I don't know. I don't know how it was in its early days, but think about Earthbound, right? Think about how it was regarded then, which was, it's just this hole-in-the-wall game that nobody really knew about. It didn't really... Like Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, stuff like that. Nobody really knew about it. It wasn't that big. Secret of Mana, it wasn't that big. And then later, all three games, like even after the Super Nintendo life cycle, all three games gained a cult following and became really popular. Like, oh, these are actually awesome. Right? They got their styles. The gameplay is fairly alright. They got their cult following. They found their fans. The graphics actually hold up, despite the fact that all three are Super Nintendo games. And they have good stories. All three of them have good stories. So, like, in fact, those three games probably would be rated higher today than they were back in the day. I'd have to see. Like, actually, let me see. Do Chrono Trigger on Steam as the definitive version of Chrono Trigger? No. The version of Chrono Trigger on Steam was ported to Steam for PC from the mobile version, which at the time was the worst version of Chrono Trigger. Super Nintendo was the original. Then it got ported from Super Nintendo to PlayStation 1. Nothing was removed or changed, really. But additional stuff was added in terms of extras, which took place out of the game. Then later it was ported to the Nintendo DS, which made changes. It added a new, like, this weird, like, pet type thing. Like this pet mechanic that you could... It was a side thing that you could do. Kept all the extras from the PlayStation. But they did two things that I wasn't happy with. They changed the text. They re-went over all of the dialogue, supposedly updating, like, fixing the translation, which I felt the translation in the original gave the characters more character, so to speak. And there was also some sound effects in the Nintendo DS version that were changed from the Super Nintendo PlayStation version. For example, there was an enemy in the future that you go to, or a couple enemies. There's Ion and Anion, and the sound effect for the bubble attack had changed. And I noticed a couple other sound effects didn't sound right in the DS version. I think they were also maybe compressed a little bit. I don't know. Something really did not sound right in the DS. Anyway. And then they ported the DS version to the phone. And that version was a terrible port. Terrible port. Like, resolution changes. I can't even. It was a glitchy mess. It was bad. It was bad. I'm just gonna say it was really bad. Then the Steam version took the mobile version, which, while it did have everything from the DS version, all the changes, it also had the text change. It also had the sound changes. It also had, when they ported it to Steam, it also inherited all the glitches and resolution issues, as well as aspect ratio issues from the phone version. Now, the initial review oh yeah, PlayStation 1 added anime cutscenes. That was cool. Oh, it was released on Wii. Okay. New dungeons. There was new dungeons on the DS version? Huh. I didn't notice them. Okay. So they re-released the... Okay, here's an example of what I say. This is a later re-release. It's through emulation on the Nintendo Wii in 2011. It was not a port. It's emulated on the Wii. This is officially Nintendo emulation. Emulation. It got a 10 out of 10 on the re-release on the Wii. Right? Okay. Let's see if I can find an old review. Like, Super Nintendo review. Okay. Well, they had some weird review systems. Okay, never mind what I said about Chrono Trigger. That one got high ratings. The lowest rating it got from an old anything was Famitsu Magazine, which gave it a 34 out of 40. Which is a really weird ratio. So, let's simplify that. It got an 8.5 out of 10. That's the lowest it ever got, was an 8.5. 8.5 from 1 out of the 5 magazines, right? Oh, no. It got worse than that. It got an 8.0, which is 4 out of 5 stars from Next Generation Magazine, whatever the hell that was. So an 8.0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8.0 out of 10. 1 out of 8 magazines gave it as low as an 8.0. Then, later, the Nintendo DS version came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 reviews for the Nintendo DS version. Remember, translation changed, a couple things were added, but really it's just the same game. This is the same game on newer hardware, on a smaller screen, with some errors. With more stuff and some errors. The lowest score was 8.5. The lowest score on Wii was 9 out of 10. Out of 3 magazines. Nobody dared review it on iOS. Nobody. I find that funny, actually. Yeah, so I think that games need to be reviewed twice. Because Chrono Trigger, while receiving almost no fundamental changes in the core game, the review average went up over time. Slightly. It was a good game then, it's a good game now. So I think we need to review when games come out. And then I think we need to re-review games. Like 10 years later. Five years later, 10 years later.
Cars prepared, let's go. For this test, we need you to accelerate towards the hairpin corner, turn into the hit the apex, and accelerate past 185 miles per hour out of the corner. We need you to stop in the designated area at the end of the straight to complete the test.
It's like landing fucking aircraft. How are the destruction physics in this game? This better have destruction physics.
For this test, we need... Looks like a tire blowout. Press the replay button and use the controls to rewind time. Hit the flashback button to
Oh boy. Oh boy.
For this test, we need you
I don't know how much more of this game I can take, honestly.
Looks like a tire blowout. Press the replay button and use the control... Hit the flashback button to restart the action before the damage occurs. You have a limited number of flashbacks depending on your difficulty, so be careful how and when you use them. Getting up to the correct speed. Give it another shot.
It didn't say my lap was invalidated. It didn't say my lap was invalidated. I just want to race on a race. I don't want to do this training bullcrap. I really, really don't. Didn't say it was invalidated.
You're not getting up to the correct speed. Give it another shot. For this test, we need you to... Nice one. We got some good data. Your line and corner speeds are good.
You mean I have to do more of this? Driving a series of corners against a series of... Great.
All set.
I am thoroughly unimpressed with this game. This testing
Time
is...
to try stringing together a couple of corners. Turn in so you
I mean, it looks good.
hit on the gas early as you exit.
It looks good. That's it.
Area at the end of the straight to complete the test.
It looks good. The handling is fine. But this whole, like, training montage bullcrap. This unskippable training, I might add. is abhorrent. It sucks. It really sucks.
Nice one. We got some good data.
That's one way to break the car. On beginning a new career, Russia. Yes, I'm a U.S. man working for Russia. Yeah, okay. I work for Russia.
The Kinetic Energy Recovery System, better known as Qqhh, allows drivers to deliver an additional 80 bhp of power at the press of a button. Qqhh can be used at any time in any session and can be used for overtaking or defending. Deploying Qqhh in the low gears gives the best return and can pay off greatly when used at the start. Qqhh works by collecting the kinetic energy released under braking and storing the charge. Drivers are allowed 7 seconds of charge per lap. The Qqhh system can at times develop faults. These can be fixed while the driver is still out on track. DRS adjusts the angle of the rear wing, which reduces drag and gives around 10 to 12 km/h extra top speed. For safety reasons, DRS can only ever be used in the defined activation points. During a race, you'll need to be within 1 second of the car ahead to activate the DRS.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Complete. Ready. Okay, before we start, I want you to perform a quick systems check for Qqhh and DRS. Press and hold the Qqhh button for me, please. Great. Now try activating the DRS. Press it once to open it and a second time to close it. Alternatively, you can press the brake to close it. Okay, you've got a car ahead of you who looks to be practicing their race start. I want you to use both your Qqhs and DRS to try and overtake them before you cross the finish line up ahead. Whatever you
do, crash into the other car.
failed to use your Qqhs. Try again.
Huh? I pressed left button. What the hell? What? What? I pressed left button and the Y button at the same time. Do I have to hold Qqhh down? Oh, I have to hold it down. Okay. Y is a toggle, left button is not.
You failed to use your Qqhs. Try again.
I have to hold Qqhs the entire time. I'm just gonna hold it open.
Brilliant. You used the Qqhs and DRS to good effect and were able to pass the car.
Yeah, he had to hold it down the entire time.
All complete. We're ready. Okay. You've got 3 cars ahead of you. Use your Qqhs and DRS to get to the finish line after the chicane, ahead of all of them. Don't make contact with any of them, however. We want clean passes. That's not what we were looking for. Head back out and try it again. Okay. You've collided with another driver. Try again.
I did? When did that happen? I didn't use my Qqhs, I didn't use my DRS, and I what?
Okay.
What? Is this game a fucking high? At least I didn't collide with another car this time.
Brilliant. You used the Qqhs and DRS at the correct time.
If by using the Qqhs at the direct time you mean all the time, then yes.
There are 4 tyre types available during a race weekend: primes, options, intermediates and wets. Prime tyres will last the longest but have less overall grip than the option tyres. However, the increased grip from the options means they wear out faster. Intermediates are best used when the track is damp, and wets should only be used in heavy rain. The best drivers don't take too much life out of their tyres. This allows them to have more race strategies open to them, as well as allowing them to run tyres with more grip for longer. The best way to avoid excessive tyre wear is by being smooth with your throttle, brake and steering inputs, and avoiding sliding the car out of corners and causing wheel spin, which will destroy tyre life.
Okay.
work. That's the end of day one.
I'm trying to win races. I'm not going to be concerned about the quality of the tires. Or the condition of the tires.
Good morning. I hope you're feeling refreshed as we've got some more tests for you to run through today. Let me know when you're ready to start to...
You like that?
Pirelli have soaked the track to test the wet tyres. Head down the track and come to a complete stop in the designated area, making sure you complete the test within the allotted time. That's exactly what we wanted. You've managed to stop in the defined area in the allotted time frame. Good job. Ready. We want to see how the car performs through a number of corners in the wet. So we want you to drive the last sector of the lap and hit every apex. Braking distances are increased in the wet, and the tyres will break traction sooner, so be careful when you exit corners.
Tokyo drifting. Wait, no, this is Abu Dhabi. Oh. Yeah, hit it.
You're off the pace we'd expect. Give it another try. We want to see how the...
Shit. No. Yeah, I'm getting real fed up with this. Like, I was expecting to do some racing when I came into here, and instead I'm just doing the testing. I don't know. Okay. Something keeps happening, and I don't know what's going on.
Give it another try.
Is, I don't know, maybe it's losing traction, or maybe it's something else. But I'll slow down to make the turn, and then I'll hit the gas, and the engine just doesn't rev up. And then I'll just slowly go through the apex. I don't know what is causing that, because it's not just traction. Because what's happening is it's cutting the engine, and I have no idea what's doing that.
Nice one. You've now got some experience of a...
Okay. Now, when you're racing against other people, how does flashback work?
Clear. In this test, we'll be seeing how the car handles in optimal conditions. Keep to the racing line as much as possible to avoid picking up dirt or marbles, which will degrade the handling of the car.
Why would marbles be on the track? Who the fuck is throwing marbles on the track? Stay below 100% deviation? Fuck you, I'm a deviant. 10%. What? This may be where it quit.
In this test,
I don't know if I can do this. I am sincerely trying to follow the green. Shit. I'm giving this a real attempts here. It is very difficult to stay on the track. This is, in an actual race, this is not something I'd be able to do. Shit.
okay, we've not been able to get the required data. Remaining on the racing line is important to minimizing your overall lap time around a circuit. Let's try that again.
Yeah, you know what else helps minimizing my overall lap time? Not having to be as careful while I'm driving to drive in a specific way.
In this test, we'll be...
Like, that may be fine for speedrunners. I'm not a speedrunner. Most normal people aren't. In fact, that's the opposite of the norm, which means F1 game. This F1 brand game is a niche genre. Somehow I'm not out yet. There it is. I'm going to give this one more shot. If I don't do it, then I don't do it. I'll move on to something else, because I'm getting fed up with this. Last attempt. I'm serious. Last attempt on this particular test. I just can't brake to turn enough. Okay. And if I can't move on to the game without beating that test, then I'm done with the game.
Fire her up.
What?
Remember that you can return to the garage at any time by selecting disconnecting, return to garage from the pause menu or by entering the pit lane. Have fun out there.
Oh, I'm not even racing yet. I thought it was... Is it going to give me an indicator when I'm in control? Yeah, okay, there it is. Move your ass. Oh, shit. Why? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's destruction physics either. At least nothing that I saw. Yeah, alright. No destruction physics. They went for, like, realistic simulation. You know, to try to get the real experience of an F1 car. But the cars are invulnerable. Like, they went through the whole thing of, you know, you can tilt the wing, your tires are pop, you have to switch between 4 tires, you have the DRS system. Shifting gears, blah blah blah, yada yada, all the dials on the right. And then you have to drive you have to drive super carefully, stay on the track, you know, trying to be as realistic as possible. Even forcing players to go through and do the training and, like, race real good before you can actually do any sort of regular race. You know, they're trying to be that, like, that serious about it in terms of realism, and yet they don't have the cars get destroyed. Like, there's no destruction physics, you can't wreck your car. This is a joke. You know, there's a huge hell of a lot of people that only watch NASCAR in the hopes of a crash. I'm not fucking joking about that either. Like, if I can't, I'm going back to the main menu. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. If I can't race, then I don't want to race. this stream's over. And I'm moving on to the next. Congratulations, you have unlocked the ability to select a new crash helmet design, even though you'll never need a crash helmet because there's no consequences for getting in a crash other than violating the rules. I can't believe this game. Lowest score got a 7 out of 10. I find this game, if I was the person, you know, one of the lead people behind F1, not just the game, but F1 racing, like one of the bigwigs in F1 racing, I would be embarrassed about this game because of these mechanics. As a game player, somebody who actually understands design a bit and can fucking metagame think game AI in a game I've never played before or games I've never played before. Yeah, this I would be embarrassed to promote this game, knowing what's in it. If there is no way to race, and now it gives you the... What the fuck is this shit? Now it gives you the menu? Are you fucking joking? All I had to do when I went into training is just leave training, and then it gives you the menu, the options. I didn't miss this menu and just go into career immediately, did I? If I did, if I completely just missed this menu and went straight into training, granted, I'm not going to check it anytime soon, maybe not even in years. But if I did something like that, I'm sorry. And retract some of my statements regarding the going into training first. But if it forces you into training, like right from the get-go without showing you a menu for some other mode you can choose, then yeah, bad game design. Embarrassing. I'm astonished. We're gonna hit career. Young driver test. Okay. I don't remember this menu right here. All I remember is going right into the garage and starting the young driver test. I do not remember this menu right here. I certainly don't remember this menu. Season challenge? Oh, no, career. Caterham? First of all, Marussia has a better sounding name and catchier name and has a better logo. Williams, like the game company, or what? Okay. Yeah, it's a logo. I get it. You think you're special. There's a bunch of people that have logos.
Welcome to the start of your Formula One career. Let's take a look around. This is the hub menu. As you move through the menu, the screen will update automatically. If an option needs your attention, an icon will appear above it. The email system provides you with key information throughout the season, so it's important to check here regularly. At the top of the screen is the race calendar. You'll
Whoa.
that some
Did you catch that?
associated with them. These indicate that something special will happen at that weekend. You can view a guide to each circuit by selecting it in the calendar and pressing to view more information. Towards the end of the season, you may
I want to read the emails.
teams. This will depend upon your performance out on track, so aim to make every race count, and you could be in a prestigious position next season.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get fired like after the first race.
The career hub. Be sure to have a look around before you go out on track.
Okay. John Booth. Is his middle name Wilkes? This is a race. Yeah, I don't even want to like mess with that shit. I just want to race, really. Is there no racing here? Is the racing in the main hub? Is it trying to like establish some sort of narrative for racing here? Like it's trying to create some sort of story? It's racing. It's not a movie. It's a racing game.
Welcome to the garage. Let me show you around.
You're not going to tell me to do training, are you?
Important information about the race weekend. There's a lot of useful information.
Because if so, I quit.
Check it out later. When you're ready to go out onto the track, skip sessions, or just want to know what your session objectives are, then you just need to ask.
I guess I have to... That's it? That's all I can do is wet, dry, setup? That's the only customization options for this? Really? Okay. There. Give me my achievement. Flying lap.
There'll be a lack of rubber out on track. Take it easy for a couple of laps.
Police car? What? Are you gonna try to fucking stop me? Fuck you. Oh, when they release you, they start you off like right into a turn. That is not a good track design. Holy crap. Whoa. IBS. UBS, IBS. I mean, for racing purposes, it's fine, but because of the whole, like, terrible intro thing they did, trying to make it seem grand and epic and then drop you right into training, I'm still gonna have to check the footage on that. It feels like they just dropped me right into training because I didn't see a main... They don't drop you into the main menu. They don't. They drop you into the career menu, I think. Which is a terrible thing to do when you're new to a game. I don't know what it is. Okay, I just noticed this. Like, I had some suspicions before, but now it's confirmed. When I see one of those yellow and red turns, I'm just gonna hold the gas. Here's one, I'm gonna hold it. You see that? It happens every single time. Without my action, no brake, no letting go of the gas, I was holding down that trigger. When that yellow and red comes up, the engine immediately drops and goes, yeah, every single time. every single time, it takes control away of the player a little bit. Here's one. And it slowed down the car. It slowed down the car. I did not release gas. I was holding the gas trigger down all the way. All the way. This game literally takes control away of the player during a race. Wow. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that really fucking says it all. Right? This game loves to take control away from the player. Absolutely fucking loves it. You know, even without what I said about the Force tutorial and shit, that right there, that is some serious bullshit. The only thing I could see where I would retract that statement is if in real F1, real Formula 1 races, not the game, not a video game at all, real cars, real races, is if somebody who is not the driver has some sort of radio-controlled device that cuts the engine a little bit before sharp turns on the track. Is that a thing? Because if not, if that is not a real thing that goes on and has gone on since 2013, well, actually 2012, because they released these games, like the yearly sports and racing games, a year before the year on the game is listed for whatever dumbass reason. If this is not a thing, and this has not been a thing, then this is bad game design. You should not take control away from a player like that. It's not a cutscene. It's not a scripted event. But like, there's no story. There's no purpose for it to happen. They're not forcing a character to die or something, like falling off a cliff and you can't save him. No, this is a turn in a racing game. Unbelievable. No wonder this game was free. F1 game takes control from China? No. From Planned Parenthood? Thank you, autofill. When game takes control from players. my god. Is it traction control? Is that what it's called? Something in F1 2021 called traction control. And isn't an aid that the real Formula One drivers have. There we go. Limits power delivered to the driving wheels of a car to prevent wheel spin. This is a common aid that you'll find on all modern road cars, as it helps reduce accidents. Formula One cars don't have traction control, as it takes some of the challenge away from racing these machines. Okay, I'm reading an article, sorry. Hold on, here's a review. We have a lot of different assists to help aid players drive on the track. I don't see how this one particular one's an aid. Okay. I need to go to some form of car settings or game settings and see if there's an option that I can turn off. Because this is, like, unplayable. Like, that right there is one of the places where I would be getting, Like a boost? Settings, okay. OSD. Counter track. Oh, that's the HUD. Braking assist. That's what that is. Braking assist off. It brakes for me when I make those turns. That's what braking assist is. ABS, now that should be on. That is actually a real thing in cars. Traction control. I don't even know what that is. Dynamic racing line. Yes, that'll help. Park firm. I don't even know what that is. It sounds like a disgusting French dish. Fuck for me. What is this? Cat's vomit? Get wee wee. Fermented cat's vomit. That's park for me. Okay. Yeah, let's try the track again. Longest brake lockup. Brakes can lock up. Lock them up. Practice, okay. Still haven't start. Okay, I am almost 2 hours into the stream. I still haven't been in an actual race in this racing game. Just to let you know.
Don't forget that you can view the hot lap video on.
What? What did I click on? What is this?
To the car. The guys back home in the factory will be improving every aspect of the car over the course of the season, but you can
how do I get it back out on the track? Oh my god. Go to track. Go track now. track.
There'll be a lack of rubber out on track. Take it easy for a
But
couple.
waving your finger around, you nut. Yeah. Don't stand in front of the car. I'll run your ass over. And watch it. Not give me control. You know, in older racing games, you would be the one in control while in the pits. Oh no. Is it still doing the thing? Is it not braking assist, but... Okay. I'm gonna hold gas the next time there's a yellow-red turn. See if it happens again.
It looks like you've picked up some debris on the tyres. You'll lose some grip until it wears off. Green flag. Sector 2 has been cleared of debris. Back up to racing speed.
Okay. It appears to be fixed. Yeah, that's just it shifting down while you brake. But that automatic braking thing sucked. Okay. Now I need to get used to actually braking. Wank. Hey, you backed into me, asshole. You hit me, motherfucker. That one was my fault. Not sorry. Restriction, no overtaking. I don't know what that means. This game actually has... Apparently I can't read chat while I'm racing. The game actually has an automatic braking feature. Yep. I feel that I've had that on other game before, where we got rear-ended and ended up with the fine. Whoa, shit. Oh, sound. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I've been playing this thing for about 2 hours now, and still have not been able to end up in an actual race. Like, this whole thing is just not well designed. Okay. Let's see if race is in Grand Prix. Probably is. Oh, you can pick anyone in Grand Prix. This might actually be it. Okay, I'm gonna look away, because I don't give a rat or a crap about what company or car it is. Are these real people, or... Okay, I'm gonna jiggle the controller. Sure, I guess. F1 Classics? Why are they classics? It is not explained why those two tracks are classics. Not you guys again. Go into Grand Prix and it doesn't... It still starts you out here. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, that's a good sign. Yes! Finally! After 2 hours and 3 minutes. The one thing I wanted from the racing game is an actual race. don't even care if I do well. I'm just glad I'm freaking racing now. And it's a good thing I don't care if I do well, because that's exactly what's happening. Hey, stop touching my ass. Yeah, all that penalty crap has been dropped because I'm not in a freaking career mode. Oops, shit. Shit.
There's some debris on your tires. You'll struggle for grip until they clear.
Well, it's a good thing I was near the pits.
Complete. Go now. The track is clear. Track is clear.
Immediately into the wall. Yeah, I'm in last place. Alright, go figure. About what I expected on one of the more, like, serious attempts at being a racing game. Okay, now this racing, this is fine. Like, the gameplay here, this is fine. But, like, everything else, the gameplay's fine, the graphics are alright. Like, even now, they're decent. I mean, 7, 8 years later, they're still decent. Penalty hell. Yeah. Ain't exactly Ridge Racer or Wipeout. Yeah. Or Jet Moto. Remember Jet Moto 3? Hell yeah. Okay, so you have to select... It kicks you back out to the main menu after every single race. So you have to go through, select your team and your driver again. Okay, that was the one I did. I chose that one because that one was the smoothest looking one. Okay, here we go. Time for a dirt race. Battle racing games are awesome too, like kart racing, Mario Kart, like that. Armageddon. There was one called Blur that was pretty decent. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't start you off immediately. Wait, go to track was on the left side last time. Why is it on the right side? Or was it on the... I'm confused. Armageddon, the real racing sim. I like their advertisement line, which is the racing game for the chemically imbalanced. Hulkenberg? Somebody's name is Hulkenberg? Okay. Names are getting in the way. Aha! I beat you too! You're facing the wrong way! Yeah, German name. Oh shit. And now they passed me. Oof. Yeah, I can't race on racing simulation games like this for shit. Yeah. Whoa. I look away from the screen for 1 second. Damn it, I can race better in GTA. You're the complete opposite. Can't race for shit in GTA, but you love games like Gran Turismo. Yeah, I remember Gran Turismo. I think I was actually better at Gran Turismo than this. Although I wasn't actually very good at Gran Turismo. I feel like I would have been more effective at Gran Turismo. I think I played the second one during one of my schools. When I was in one of my schools. Yeah, it's got this weird, like, when you brake, you can't turn sometimes. Maybe sometimes it'd be better to just to brake and then... Yeah! I mean, I spun out, but I just proved my point. When I was braking, I couldn't turn very well. And then I let go of brake, and suddenly I could turn a little bit better. Pit stops 1. Accidental. Wait. There another... Sauber sounds German. There. I'll be Hulkenberg. gotta advertise that Monster Energy drink. Rolex. Oh man. Did you know the bulk of the NASCAR fans are going to be able to get a Rolex? NASCAR and F1.
Standing by.
NEC. They're still around? Oh wait, this was like 8-9 years ago. Is NEC still around? Tell them to release another TurboGrafx system. Much better. Yeah, that's what it is. You gotta let go of the brake. Although maybe I should brake a little earlier. NEC should still be around. Oh, Snap didn't realize they were responsible for the TurboGrafx. Yeah. Oh. And that particular turn is quite nasty. Should have braked earlier. There's only one... Nope, never mind. I am now in last place. Whew. I just can't get a handle on those sharp turns. Whoa. Oh no. Frickin' bot. I think what I'm going to do is make their site name a banned word. Because I'm tired of seeing their posts. Alright. Now, despite the fact that I'm still ended the race in last place, that was the best I've done in one of the races. Let's see. Let's see if there's anybody playing F1 2013. No. The answer is no. F1 Classics.
This is F1 2013. In this mode, you'll have the opportunity to race classic Formula One cars from different eras in a number of different game modes.
Oh, that's cool. using an older F1 car would be a slower F1 car. I might actually do better if I could use a slower F1 car. So 1980, E6, that looks cool. Let's do the oldest one here. That's kind of amazing. I mean, sure, it's got an extra eye in there, but the original driver and the best driver for the vehicle, the only difference is like one letter in the first name. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can race on the newer tracks. Alright, let's race on an older track with the older cars. I'm curious. I still have my original TurboGrafx too. Problem is that it like went out. It stopped working like over a decade ago. But I still have the device. I don't know. Maybe some TurboGrafx EMU could be in the future. EMU. I have a copy of Airzonk still. That card is like worth over $80 now. Crazy. Actually, it was like over $80 like some odd years ago. I don't know how much it is now. They even put on an old-timey filter. Are you kidding? Suck it up. There's no vehicle damage. Other than tires potentially popping from driving too hard, I guess. Oh! Whoa! Damn. Wow, that was the best I've ever done. I was right. I was absolutely right. Granted, I played super defensively on that last car, but that's the first time I did not get last place. And just that alone, on a racing simulation game with high-powered cars, one that's fairly realistic in the aspect of actually racing itself, I'm going to consider that a win. This was the same track that I spun the hell out of earlier. Like, with the newer cars. Alright. As far as I'm not going to try to continue career, because that's stupid. the whole train... okay. When you finally get to the actual racing, view replay here. I want to see me get hit. When you get to the actual racing of this game, it's okay. It's decent. I would give the actual racing maybe a 7.5. There are issues with the game. Okay, you know what? No. The gameplay, I'd give it like an 8. I'd give it like an 8. But there are other factors in the game. There's the issues with the menu. There's the issue with the auto braking on, taking control away from the player. For a racing simulation, traction control isn't actually a thing. There's ABS, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the same thing or not. I don't think it is. There's the whole thing with the game dropping you down immediately into either the career menu or the training for the game, like first thing. Like, it drops you into one of those two things. I can't remember which one. Both of them suck. Instead of dropping you into the main menu after you select whatever. Because, like, you start the game, it doesn't give you the main menu after you press start. And instead, you're forced right there to create some sort of profile. And then it drops you into, like, the career building stuff, like what car or company do you want, or what make of car do you want, and stuff like that. And it's just, when you press start, bring you to the, like, when you press start, create profile if you don't have one, and then stop and drop the character into the main menu. Don't force them into the career thing. Like, and I completely missed my character going flying, or my car going flying. There it is. Boom, boom. That was nice. So yeah, like there's all those, and then there's the career thing. Like, every single career that you take, you have to complete all of the training stuff first. It doesn't matter how experienced you are as a player, you have to take those little first baby steps every single time you play career mode. If you lose your save, you have to drive in a straight line. Okay. Drive in a straight line while the ground is wet. Like, make a turn. You know? That should be the tutorial. That should not be part of career. There's one other thing I think I can do, and that is get a tutorial achievement. Let's make sure I don't have it already. Yep, only have 2 achievements. That one right there. Drive straight and stop in a certain amount of time, and I get 15 gamer score. So I'm gonna do that. That's a super easy achievement. Proving grounds, time trials, and stuff like that. Okay. So we'll do that, then I'll end the stream, and then get this thing off my hard drive, because that's frustrating. Like, okay, the gameplay itself, the racing itself, it's decent. It's good. I'm just not good at it, you know? That being said, this game is also on a disc. So this isn't a game I'm going to need to keep on my hard drive. If I really want to play it, I can just buy a copy for like $2. There, straight line test. I just need to get gold on the straight line test.
The first test is...
Hit the gas as soon as you can go. Green sign and brake.
Excellent work. We got some good data, and you're on the brake.
Perfect.
just the right time.
Absolutely perfect. All right. Lose any unsaved progress? Did what? It better have saved my gold menu. Medal menu. What? I would love a gold menu. I would like 1 gold bar, please. 65, okay. Cool. I have probably all the gamer score I'm ever going to get from this game. And how frustrating it is to play. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm fine with that. Alright. Till the next game or two. I'm gonna get this off my hard drive and download something else. I have a couple ideas of what I could put on. See ya later? Yes?